As part of the Anvil platform, you'll have options to replace existing content or advertising snippets on a page and be able to change fonts and colors. Now it all starts by clicking on the Anvil logo on the bottom right of your page. As I click on that, there are some shortcuts to getting to the Anvil admin and viewing the site in different areas of the admin. But in this particular training, we're going to click on Design This Page. And as you can see on the left side, the Page Designer box opened, showing you that this is what the particular page you're on, and any type of work that will be done on this page, be sure to click on the Save button. We'll come back to that later, and I'll close this. So if you notice that now that we're in the design mode, you will see some areas here indicated by a green box and also a little icon that shows either a or a combination of a wrench on the right side and what looks to be like a pencil or pen on the left side. The left side edit function will just get you back to that original page where something was created in, and that's something that you can do in the admin area. But more often you're going to want to click on the wrench if you need something to be replaced. So let's take a look at this top snippet called Latest. As you can see here, it looks like it is content, news content, has the 4 most recently uploaded articles. But if you wanted something else in this particular location, it might be an ad, it might be an HTML snippet in which you get third-party content in there, or any other snippets that we may have created. This is where you'll be able to swap that out. So you would go ahead and click on the wrench, and upon doing so, it shows you which one is active. As you can see here, it's a latest content snippet is active on it. And that is, we also have one we put in for a third-party HTML block called Newsy, another one called Friends to Follow. Depending on how far we are with your implementation, we will have various snippets created, and we'll also give you the opportunity to create some HTML snippets based on the third-party relationships that you may have. So in order to change something, I would just go in and, assuming that something would be available for Friends to Follow, we don't know if that's an actual size that would fit there. That's the thing that you have to make sure with the third parties, that if this is, say, a 300 by 600 positioning size, you would need to then make sure your code is available for, and they may call it a widget, we call it a snippet. Just make sure that it is the correct size. But if you go ahead and click on Friends to Follow, as you can see, it then changed it on the page to the Friends to Follow widget. You can go back at any time and go back to the latest content one just by clicking on that and making one your default. To remove the snippet option, just go ahead and click anywhere on the page. So let's kind of scroll down a little bit. Instead of, we had that ad just started up. I don't know if you could hear that, but let's go down into, we're just going to scroll down on the site, and here we have something right here that indicates that I can add a snippet. So I'm going to click on that, and at this point I'm going to put in the Newsy HTML block, and let's see how that looks. So let's see if that would fit in. So I'm going to click on Newsy, and there you go. I just created what's a video player here, and I put that in that location. So once again, just to kind of recap about the positioning and what is available, unless you see that wrench somewhere, and in this case there it is, you can go ahead and choose from what's already in the snippet. If you see an element on the page that does not have that, it means that, at least for the time being, we do not have that available to be able to swap out or change in any way. Now, if I liked what I just did there, and I placed that particular snippet there, and I placed another one with that big video player at the bottom. I would then click on the little arrow where I had collapsed that before, and that is the page designer, and I would just simply click on save. Okay, we're now going to go back to the admin, so I'm going to click on the Anvil logo, and I'm going to go straight to the Anvil admin to get me back to my dashboard. For this next part of the training, I want to show you how you can view the available snippets and how you can create some for some of your third-party applications. So there is a snippet area on the left side here. I'm going to click on that, and you'll see some different ones that we may have set up here. I'll explain this more in the live training based on what we might have available for you at this particular time. One in particular that you will probably be most interested in is the HTML blocks. I'm going to click on there, and as you can see, earlier I created one for Newsy and Friends to Follow. But if you have a third party that is not part of these two, it's really simple to get that code, put it into a snippet, and then have it ready to go for you to put on the page. So to do this, click on Add HTML Block. Give it a name, such as, let's say it is the Associated Press. The title and body, that is the title is optional, but the body is where you would put in that code that, in this case, the Associated Press gave you as part of an HTML widget snippet, whatever you want to call it. And then you save that, and upon doing so, you would go back into the HTML blocks, and you would then see the Associated Press one there. But that's all you really do with the majority, probably 95 to 99% of all third parties are going to give you code that you would put in to the HTML block. And finally, let's look at some ways that you can change the basic styling of your website. And that is done by clicking on the Styles link on the left side. And that will get you to whatever particular publication you have. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one here. On this particular page, you'll see here all of your options: primary colors, neutral colors, card colors, which are going to be part of your mobile apps, page bodies, overlays, different types of fonts and body and different sizes. It's all on here.